in the world. Sometimes it feels that way, doesn't it? Without lost it. So let's start. That's enough. Up for the last 7 weeks. You should have been greeting each other the last 7 weeks with Happy Easter. What I found fascinating this Easter season as I read these texts, and we get these texts, every Easter season, is that this year what really stuck out to me is that the risen Christ seeks out the disciples who are traumatized by the events of Good Friday. And who wouldn't be traumatized by those events? The risen Christ seeks to restore them, to heal them, to renew their faith, to remind them that He, the crucified and risen one, has the power over death. That He, the crucified and risen one, has the power over sin, forgiveness, being the author of life, having existed, as our text said, before the foundation of the world. Now, Jesus sought out His followers. And I think that's just such a profound statement. God seeks out God's children in the world still. God's still active in this work. God has not stopped seeking us. Some portion of the reading from John 17, our reading for today, our gospel reading, is used every seventh Sunday, every last Sunday in the season of Easter. Some portion of John 17 is read to remind us that Jesus was with and in God from the very foundation of the world and is returning there, that place where He belongs, a place where we also belong as well, in the deep, deep love of God, with the promise of in unitate spiritus sancti. Anybody got their Latin going? In the unity of the Holy Spirit. Leaning us forward to next week, of course, the Sunday of Pentecost. Now, for those who have been sought by Christ and found, who have been restored, healed, renewed, and reminded of God's love for them, who are found in the deep, deep love of God, Christ now offers an invitation to work on His behalf. As Christ sought us, Christ would have us seek others with the love that we have received in Him, the love of God itself. In John 17, verse 11, we hear, Luke, there we go. And now I am no longer in the world, but they are in the world. And I, Father, protect them in your name that you have given me, so that they may be one as we are one. Leave it there for a second, Luke. For me, this line, now take a look at it, you're going to have to look at it a little bit, is I think one of the best definitions of what Pentecost is supposed to mean to the followers of Jesus. What it means to be caught up and living in the Spirit of God. Jesus is no longer in the world. In John's understanding, the incarnation, the Word that became flesh, that's